The sun is going to go supernova. Yeah, I glossed over the finer details. You're lucky I'm in a time loop, otherwise I'd be super... Okay. Uh-huh. Well... Maybe somebody at the observatory can figure something out for us. Maybe you're clever. Your head is proportionally bigger relating to your body. Right, what do we have here? Nothing. Damn you, tutorial person. Damn, isn't there some brainiac who can help me here? How am I meant to destroy something that big? Maybe we could just add a giant net to my ship and catch the interloper before it hits the sun. Something else I wouldn't mind finding is that harmonica that somebody was ranting on about. Yeah, it's over there somewhere. Maybe I could take a swim, find them. But maybe I can't. Okay, I'll quickly check out the observatory, see if someone can offer me advice on how to deal with this thing, if I can remember my way to the observatory. Otherwise, we'll just deal with it head first. I'll talk to you, Mr. Fishman. Fishing rhyme, singing helps me pass the time. You're leaving the crater, I'll be a bit busier. What was I even doing down here? Oh, actually, now that I know that, I could talk to the person that was looking at the sun going supernova. I forget who it was or where they were, but maybe I'll stumble across them again. This is not the observatory, nor is it the first time I've made that mistake. See, the problem is I've been wandering around without my jetpack. We should go and get that as soon as possible. Yeah, good thing we wake up when we do and not 20 minutes later. I wonder if there's a setting for this game that causes the giant explosion much faster. Puts a lot more pressure on you to act fast. Alright, fastest way to the observatory right here. This isn't going to fall off, will it? No. Oh, but I will. I wonder if it'd be best if I coupled it with a jump. There we go. Hey. map. I've already seen you. I don't think I can interact with any of this junk. I probably have to talk to my musical friends. But I could try alternatives. Oh, so I never checked out the museum shard. Yeah, for a while I wasn't checking things out with my music scope thing. Hornfells. Okay, you don't want to help me. Hal, do you want to help me? Useless people here. Okay, let's blast off straight from the guy's observatory. I haven't spoken to the guy that was looking at that bramble thing for a while. Also, how does the water flow of this place work? Where's the water even coming from? I think that's the ghost matter stuff right there. Probably shouldn't get too close to it. Seems deadly. Okay, I guess the water's coming from these. I already jumped down there for giggles, and boy did I have my giggles. I've been down there as well. Now maybe there's more to that place. Anything's possible, right? There was something here that wanted a thing. I should remind myself what it is, and also check the log. Ruptured core. I found 2 missing members of the thingamajigger. Exotic manner, or matter, or something. They determined the exotic matter was both lethal and under extreme pressure. If the stone was to rupture, the exotic matter would rapidly expand, instantly blanketing the solar system almost instantaneously. Well, that's what's been happening. Looking at it from map view, I can now check the interloper, but I haven't checked out Dark Bramble yet. I still don't know what the asterisks are for, though. Maybe it means there's something that I can do. Or maybe it's just something new that I haven't read. Quantum signal is somewhere in... Right, I have something resembling an idea for that. And it does not involve getting back in here. Let's make sure we're fueled up and get out there. What did this want or need? I'm sure there was something that could take an input. Now I'm less certain. Whatever, let's get moving. It's one of the first places I came to. Wait, am I even in the right place? It might have been somewhere else. Don't trust my sense of navigation without my beloved ship. We're going back for it and flying it closer. Is it possible to do a no deaths outer wild run? I don't know, because I don't know what completion of this game looks like. But I'm going to wildly assume yes, because that's the answer that makes most sense to me. Right, somewhere around here. Oh yeah, it was right down in here. So I was close, I just wanted to be closer. Settle her down there. And we're good. Now, there's some music somewhere around here, right? Yeah. That's not what I want. I was after the harmonica dude. Oh well, make do with this instead. I can set this to all kinds of stuff now, but where are my fellow venturers? Right, the harmonica is happening over here. Keep that in mind then. Not so sure if I can go down any of these weird holes. Which of these holes are made for me? Or are they all blocked off? I'm just taking a dive at this rate. Let's head up. That's the whistling, but that's not what I'm after. I want that harmonica music. Alright, I already came here and checked this stuff out before. I don't recall it saying anything of interest, but I also don't recall reading it. Maybe Harmonica Boy isn't down here, but this seems like the most reasonable place to assume him. Oh yeah, there was these weird things. I never sussed out what these were all about. Maybe, with my newfound perspective, I could... Okay, now it's just more of this. Weird. Still talking about that Ash Twin project. Well, I know he's below me in that direction, so if we can't try for him. Whoa, well, good thing it's water down here. I doubt just blindly going towards it's going to help, because there are all these dead-end holes here, so how and where can I still proceed? Well, and that just catapults me right back to the exit, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm none the wiser for finding that guy. Maybe that's not the way to find him, but I'm not yet convinced. I want to give it another check. Unless the way to find him is to head down here some way, somehow. I'll check this one more time. Oh, there's Doc with his, very much his own interpretation of the state of affairs. It's so dark, it's hard to get a grasp of what I'm trying to find here, but still over in that direction, and that's very much not where I am. Maybe. No, there's a ceiling up there. I thought maybe there was a way to jump up to a ledge over there and keep moving. But no. Then I'm stumped for finding my harmonica friend. So I'm going to go and check somewhere other than this cave. Did I find anything new there? Seems not. Now I detected a quantum signal coming from somewhere in Timberhearth. Well, I've not been looking for quantum, I've been looking for Outer Wilds. The quantum thing is happening almost directly below us. Oh well, buckle up! We're going down, so to speak. Come on, down we get. I'm sure we can fit. Or perhaps we just get the ship stuck again. Oh well, let's do it ourselves. Mining Site 2A would not be safe for native life. Something about sites, something about ecosystem, something about arrest. what to make of any of that. Where's that quantum fluctuation at? Also, does this do anything for me? Perhaps not. Well, let's try luck with quantum fluctuate. Oh, I see something down there, though. Well, Geronimo. They gave me an opportunity to breathe. Okay, not happening there. The flow is pushing against me. Oh, this flow is pulling me. I think. I don't know. Can't see. Hey, I recognize this place. That quantum fluctuation. It's over there. Well, seek it out. Oh no, it's getting away from us. Maybe the hint is that I should go over and down into this thing. That's the hint I'm getting. So down we shall go. Whoa, whoa, Christ. Let's get away from the geyser thing before it blasts us out again, please. Oh, I have no bearings here. What is going on? Oh, the unknown thing's actually quite close. That could be a good sign. It's quite far up. I feel like I'm missing something, like a way to have this thing on my UI so I can always track it. Because otherwise always looking around for it's getting to be a real pain. Oh well, let's keep exploring. This one's pushing us out, so that's a no-go. Or Nastra says Jake. Okay. Ah, I'm just straight back here. Hey, little four-eyed McGubbins. I think they knew of us. How cute. Christ, here we go again. The unknown is still a ways away. Okay. No, I want to go back down in there. When I got cast out, I went over to the other mountainy bit, but that was probably a mistake. Let's go right back down and continue continue our exploration around here. Whoa, it's sucking me around. Oh jeez. Give me a break, game. Wanted to be riding a roller coaster. I'd be playing Transport Tycoon 3, I guess, because you can ride them there. Alright, the unknown thing is now miles away from me. Is it the same unknown thing? Did I really travel that far? Or maybe it was the cave shard all along. No, well, there's something unknown, but it's miles away. Now there's something unknown. I have no idea what I'm missing or how I'm meant to get to it. All I know is that going around down here is nothing but pain. With a hint of suffering. Perhaps the mini-map could be of some use to me here. I'm not paying it that much attention. So something down here. Some old barrels and stuff. And that's where I came out of. Vaporized way down while swimming around that system. Ooh. Well, at least I wasn't on an oxygen timer like poor Nancy Drew swimming around Paris. Okay. The problem is I had a great idea and then I instantly ignored it to go swimming around. And my brilliant idea was to go and speak to the other adventurers about what I'd found. I wonder if I actually discovered anything new down there. Because that looks like a no. Right, who do we go to first? Who was the one that knew about everything resetting? It was that chilled out guy on the giant place, wasn't it? What was it called again? Giant's Deep. And let's go. So much wood on this. Crazy. Ah, hey, there's my marshmallows. Glad we discovered that marshmallows replenish our health. Ah, forget retro rockets. Turn off autopilot. We do things my way. My way or the no way. There we go. Easy. Ooh, did I ever check out this menacing looking part of the planet? I feel like I did not. So let's check it out. Whoa now. Slippy. Whoa now. Bye ship. What is even this? Whoa! Okay. Didn't think I was going to fall that far or that heavily. But fall I did. Is this game the true 33rd Nancy Drew sequel in disguise as Death Shed? I wonder how many people have had Nancy Drew nightmares since that marathon. Other than Brelix, who know he has. He doesn't like the S word or the J word. Alright, where's that gassy giant? Aha! Yeah, it might be considered a pain that you have to wait every time you want to go back, but it gives me a short break for a drink. Lets me get my thoughts in order for what I'm even doing here. Lets me think to abandon the folly of autopilot and go in my own piloty ways. What a place. Right, this thing. Right on course for the giant cyclone hitting it, but what could it be? Is it a quantum fluctuation? How many quantum fluctuations are there around here, though? Are there even any that are close by? Oh ho! Something's fluctuating, about half a kilometer in... Oh, it's probably towards the core that I can't get to. Probably. Alright, well, where's my outer wildy friend then? I'm on my way. I think. There we go. Dude, I figured it all out. Did I actually find what happened to it? Oh, well, I've already told him about that. Oh, okay. He doesn't seem too fussed about what's going on here. Maybe I should check for other things that I haven't looked at in this planet. Ooh, double gravity must be a right pain. But maybe it's maybe it's better for generating energy. Who knows? There's an island, some depths, a construction yard, but there's more to explore. Okay, so I haven't explored everything there. And there's some kind of quantum signal. Right, so there's plenty more to explore around here. And whilst I do want to speak to my other adventurers, perhaps I should actually investigate a little bit. God, this place looks like the stuff of nightmares. Well, here's something. Maybe not land on the teleportation. Oh, hey, actually, I bet it's a good way to keep my my ship docked there, so it doesn't fly away as I'm exploring. There you go. Don't go anywhere. As it muses, where would I go? I'm all but certain I've been here before. Some kind of workshops going on. What about that quantum fluctuation we were told about? Yeah, I think it's right down in the planet's watery core, which we cannot get to, much like I can't get to that. Shame we're not packing any high explosives here. Got 2.5, 4.1. They get swole walking around on this planet. Alright, got trees, got skeletons. We got one of these things. Talk to me. Memory statues. What if we didn't use the door and snuck in the other way? I really want to see the test, but that's a huge risk. We shouldn't. Don't know what to make of that. But I should probably break my way in. Whenever I do weird spins like that, or long jumps, that's just the controller holding down my input. And not it being physically held down, it's just taking it as if it's held down. Which doesn't happen on anything else. You're not packing the high explosives, Jake, you're flying them. Yeah, well, it only hurts me. It didn't even deadly hurt me. So it's not high enough explosive. Wait, I have a suspicion. It feels like it happens whenever the controller's vibrating, so what if I turn it off? Well, so far so good. Yeah, it hasn't happened once during all that. QA, you see. Transferable skills. Welcome to Giant's Deeps, friends. I'm excited. If I'm not in my dwelling, I'm in the workshop below. Well, I wanted to go there. Oh, this looks like bad news. Oh, we're flying. Oh, that's gonna be bad news when we land. Maybe I should get into my ship before I land. Because we appear to be a long way away from Giant's Deep. Hey, maybe this thing will help me. Okay, sure. It did not help me. I'm just coming straight back up here. I'm not getting into that workshop. How then do I get into that workshop? Probably not like this. Perhaps my ship can find me a way in. Statue workshop. Statue Island. What do we know about this? Found a signal. Some Namai children debated bypassing the statue workshop's door and sneaking in via an alternative, more dangerous route. Okay. Perhaps I need to find this more dangerous route. And we buckle up. It'll be here somewhere. Potentially underwater. Few things are quite as dangerous as water. Oh, oh, oh. When you've mastered puzzles like I have. You know what, let's not lose the ship. Clang, clang, clang. There we go. Perfection. Shield says that took me a lot longer than I'm willing to admit. Could not imagine being that bad. What do we have here? Would you kindly step back? Twin project. I keep talking about this Ash Twin project. But I've been to Ash Twin. It was pretty dull. Alright, talk to me. Ash Twin projection. So those project me somewhere there? No. They've installed the masks inside Ash Twin project. They're beautiful. Comforting. Active. Why is that? Ash Twin project. Okay. Another safety spot for me to stand on if we get hurled about. Hopefully my ship's okay as well. Not entirely sure what this is all about. Well, not even remotely sure what it's about. So we'll just leave it be. Yep, turning off vibration solved my controller issue. Wonderful. And again, what did this teach me? A whole lot and not much. That's not because the information isn't there. It might just be that I'm not learning it. Okay, it's all feeding into this. Central chamber inside Ash Twin, physically sealed off by an immensely thick protective shell. Every memory recorded by an Amami statue is transferred to a corresponding storage unit within the Ash Twin. The things we learn. I'm glad the game's learning that for me. Upper hull damaged. Can't be that bad, right? I wonder why it's so damaged. Well, alright, I'll go out and fix it. Oh, if I can even get up that high. Perhaps not. Did I read this thing? Feels like I didn't. Right, that's the point where I was at before. Well, this doesn't sound good. Let's just stay in our protective zone here. Nice of them to build these. One wonders how they managed to build it as fast as they did, though. Goodbye, ship. Oh, come back, ship. I need you. Alright, there was something up there, and I was wondering how to get up to... Ah, my ship's back. Not only that, but it's in water, so I should have an easier time repairing it. Now, what's broken? Or as my engineering brethren would say, what needs doing? Still a little confounded as to how to get to that upper bit with some text. Cockpit's still claiming damage, but I'm sure it's fine. Now I'm wondering... I don't think it was this point that I was needing to get up to, but just in case, let's pop out. No, this is the part where I already threw those things in. It was up there. I don't really see a way up to there. Just like I don't see a way to fix my poor cockpit. Oh, and I can't fix it from inside. What a riot. Can I not just precariously perch up here? That's a no. Okay, well I'm sure there's nothing important. Let's just skedaddle. What is left to investigate here on the Deep Giant, though? Yeah, I never really checked you out. And I likely should. Just as I likely should repair that cockpit of mine. Okay, let's make it quick. Ghost matter? I don't like the sound of that. That looks fine. That doesn't look so fine. Right, that's the mistake I've been making. Whenever it's really dark, I should be using my scout because it lights things up like crazy. A very impressive amount of light to boot. Ah, no thanks. Alright, well, let's refuel up and wonder what in God's name this is. Boring crash is 0, crash is 2. All the way down to the core, consider yourself conquered, giants deep, you just got feldsparred. That was one of my more dramatic feats, if I do say so. Can't believe I wasn't electrocuted. Can't wait to tell Hornfels and Gassan. Brute force isn't all. No. Lies. Okay, he's heading over to Dark Bramble, but how did he get there? Will we ever know? Ugh, glad I didn't take a step forward there. Would be nice if he told me how exactly he got there, but I guess he doesn't want to reveal his secrets. Feels like danger is nearby, very nearby. Very, very nearby. Oh, come back to me, ship! Come back! Alright, no dawdling about. We move. Goodbye, flying ship. Oh, hey, I wonder if I can check the underbelly of it. Okay, it doesn't look like some easy way up there, but down it goes. Swell. Well, let's just escape its gravitational pull a bit. Sun looks awfully red, doesn't it? You know what, we could just match here. Hey, look who it is again! It's that troublesome thing. Alright, well, let's refuel up and check what's going on here. Bramble Island. Haven't figured out the signal or the depths. And there's something else to check in the construction yard. While we're here, I might as well go and check said construction lab. While we were here. Oxygen refill. Spot a tree, walk towards it. Enjoy. Well, we keep our oxygen here by having a tiny little plant by us. I guess that's all we really need. Alright, forget the reverse thrusters. There's only one kind of thrusting I believe in. There we go. Make haste, lay waste, fight. Oh, hey, we're right at the construction yard. Now, what secrets are you hiding from me? He's not sure, but he does know that this is a great way to keep your ship safe there as we explore further. So what have I not checked out here then? We know we have these things if the... is there a nearby distress beacon? Ooh, perhaps I can go and check out Escape Pod 1 at some point. There's this scroll. I forget if I actually used it here. I think I had an issue with using it in the wrong place before. It's all about that orbital probe cannon. Thought the wind was acting up there. Okay, have we updated logs yet? No, there must yet be more here. I mean, there's this thing again. Oh, okay, maybe I should. Ooh, ho, ho. Duck and cover. Go. Easy peasy. Alright, so that begs the question, what is there left to do or explore here? Perhaps the wonders of how or why anybody set up in such an inhospitable location. Oh. Control module. Again about the orbital probing cannon. "22 minutes 10 seconds ago. 14 seconds ago, long-range probe successfully launched from the orbital probe cannon." So just before, or maybe even when we woke up. Maybe that's what we woke up seeing. It was the one that that went away from where we started out. I think there's something to be said for that. Ah. I bet we're not quite done with the construction yard. I think the first time the sun killed us we had a good idea why, because we were watching it grow larger and explode in our face. So we've pieced some stuff together. There's the orbital probe. It just got shot from gassy giant place. Now we got 22 minutes and 30 seconds to save the solar system. Yeah, why can't we just fly away from it? I'm sure that's what any sane person would do given this power. Oh, now before we do this, what did we learn? There's still more to explore in the construction yard. Then explore we shall. Gabbro and I seem to be the only ones aware we're in a time loop. Okay, explore the last thing there and then I'm going to go and talk to the others. I sense you wanting to slow down, autopilot. To that I say nope. There we go. What is this? Don't know, but it begs investigation. It's not a quantum fluctuation. What are you all about? Is there a way inside you? Can I do anything to you? Oh, I guess this is the guy's ship. Maybe I could tell him that I found his ship, but it's not giving me anything to work with here. Did he want me to find his ship? Okay, doesn't want to play ball. Fine by me. I'll leave it be. But I could well consider telling him about it. Dude, I get your ship. It's not up here. Is he down there? Is that him? Might be a tad tricky getting up there. There we go. In we go. Alright, let's get down to him proper then. Yeah, there he is. I think I found your ship. Do you care? So Namai created those head statues for recording memories. I could see them doing that. Not sure what for. Seems like their sort of thing. Do you think the statues are recording our memories? That one on the beach looked at me funny. It's your memory friend. Okay, so that was his ship, but he doesn't seem too too concerned about it. My kind of guy, frankly. Just going to finish up that construction yard, and until we find a way to get into the center of it, be done with Giant's Deep. Oh, I wonder if the construction yard's about to go places. Yeah, it seems okay. So we'll make our landing. Yeah, maybe our friend there's just happy to finally get some peace and quiet. Oh, my legs. That double gravity is a real stickler. Legs are a crutch. Yeah, but I didn't really need them in Deus Ex. So I doubt we'll need them here. Anything to say for being over on this side? Yeah, I got my new projection sphere for Brittle Hollow. I also don't have any defense against the oncoming tornado thing, so let's skedaddle back and put this to use. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Well, still one for the old skedaddling. Maybe it's harder to swim in double gravity. But I heard that provided you're strong enough, swimming in treacle is as good as, if not better than, swimming in water, so... surely that would come into play some way, somehow. Okay. Give me that. See if it has anything to tell us. Orbital probe. Lifting it. Components of the orbit. One somehow sank down beneath the current. Not to try and recreate the phenomenon ourselves, using other cannon parts, but we're very curious. My gratitude for your interesting question. Brittle Hollow's Southern Observatory. Projection pool couldn't help us. What's going on? If you don't mind the trek beneath the surface to the South Pole, you'd be delighted to see. Alright, go to Brittle Hollow, that's what I'm hearing. My log has not been updated. Is there still more to find here? Not sure my legs can take finding more. Ah, there we go, ship log updated now. So this is inside Brittle Hollow somewhere. Somewhere close to the surface then, if we can see out like that. I don't recall seeing anything like it. Guess that's neither here nor there. Let's get out. I've got legs to tape together and a ship log to check. Your log updated right before you kissed the sun last time. How fortuitous. Oh, feels nice to have the controller fixed. Feels very nice to have it fixed. Alright, log, what do you got for me? Honestly, not a lot that I think I care about. Still in orange, though, for whatever that means. Feldspar found a way to reach the core giant's deep, and of course he's not going to tell me. But maybe if I go and meet him at Placey Place, we'll find out. Where did he go to again? Was it Bramble? I haven't been here, have I? No. Well, we're gonna check. Yeah, we're gonna change that right here and right now. Goodbye, giant nightmare. Alright, where's that weird place? That's Brittle Hollow. I'm looking for Dark Bramble, right? Yeah, so where is it? What was the problem with the controller? When vibration was on, if it started to vibrate, it would hold down the input. For reasons I cannot comprehend. Oh no, no. Screw the lack of autopilot. We go in for the kill. Whoa! Okay. Dang. That was almost both of us toast. Note, 1 kilometer per second is fast, says C-Space. Well, evidently. I mean, this guy's going pretty fast too, obviously. Okay, for once then, we're keeping those retro rockets. Now. Closer, closer. Closer still. What is going on with this thing? Hey, that's a sun. Let's not go too close to that thing now. What's this guy up to? Hang on, where'd it go? Oh, there you are. Good. Alright, let's hope this doesn't spell the end of me, but, whoa, now come back, come back. What? What am I looking at? I don't know, but I'm thinking I should push this towards the sun. Right, get between you and the sun, and give it a gentle and loving nudge. Sweet dreams. Okay, now what was I actually looking for? Some planet, right? Are you that planet? No, not the interloper, that thing behind it. That shiny thing behind it. Or is that just the white hole that that we come out of every now and then? I think it is. I think it is. Okay. Then perhaps that is what I need. Dark bramble. Let's hit it up. Exit ship to repair landing gear. Come on, we haven't needed landing gear before. We don't need it now. Enough of this nonsense, right? I know how to land a ship. Well, I know how to land it onto actual physical mass. This is starting to feel like Subnautica. Well, if the sun doesn't get you, something else does. I landed the ship, right? Just landed it inside something. Looked like Jaws coming down to eat me. I guess its belly couldn't keep us safe from the incoming sun. And I doubt I got a log out of that, but maybe I did. Giant fish wants to eat you on this planet, perhaps. No. Wait, well, feldspar's apparently there. Tricky to find though. Also, can I knock that flag off? That is one solid flag. Mustn't rain in these places then. Well, that can't be right if there's water around there and it's warm enough for there to be water. Surely there would be rain. But maybe that's my pebble brain working. I'm not good at these kinds of things. Knowing. No, not Brittle Hollow. Where was the place? There we go, Dark Bramble. Let's get there without getting sunned. The sun does look a little close, but... I think it's pulling me up. Alright, again, screw the retro rockets, right? We know how this works. Hey, that looks like a good a place as any to land. Good as any. Sorry, I'm just backing it up. There we go. Didn't even fully destroy my landing gear. Alright, now what's going on? There's no gravity. That's kind of good. Gives me a good bit of freedom to explore. Oh man, I hope it doesn't fall down that crack. I bet even after the sun exploded, that flag persisted. Says there's no gravity, but something wants to pull me down. Unknown, but I can't quite get to it. Don't want any of these jokers, right? I want this unknown one, but I can't quite seem to get to it. Quantum fluctuations here, not seeing any. Distress beacon. Yes! Okay, it seems dangerous going down there without my ship. And I'm not getting a whole load of much of anything up here, so let's get back in the ship and find some more promising things. Whoa now, whoa now. Come on, up and up and up and up and up we go. And let's have this thing open for my adventuring friend. Alright, you're there somewhere. Maybe I'm hearing the guy on the other side, right? There was a teleportation bit. And wait, what? Okay, I'm just back out here. Any other outer wilders around here? Wonder if they all go into the same spot. Alright, I think that's our big baddie coming to get us again. But I have a cunning plan. It involves saying, sure, eat that all you want, I'm going into here. Mysteries await me inside the shining dome. Whoa, this place has mass. Where's my ship? I'm not sure if my ship's showing up on my radar anymore. Maybe it got consumed. My fuel's not going to last forever here. Let's fire it towards that shiny thing and see what happens. Oh, hey, an anglefish. The anglefish ain't moving, so maybe it won't see me coming. Then I'll shank it. I sincerely doubt that would be the end of my life. Still though, I didn't find who I was looking for over here. I need a bit more information. Saw a trap, walked right into it anyway. They explode. You can't avoid a trap just because you see it there. You should go and take advantage of it. Just don't have anything going on here. Alright, first things first. Go and see the brambly thing on our planet. Wherever it was. There we go. Lost is one hell of a mistress here. Clock. It's okay though. In we go and down we go. Okay, the whole ship's got the jitters there, but I guess that's okay. Alright, so you don't make noises, right? I was thinking maybe we heard you from the other side of that. No. Thought you were taking that tin can of yours into space. What are you doing here? Did you not see me with it? Saw something crash, didn't like what I was seeing. Pictures of my little scout sending them back. Thought I'd come over here. It's dark bramble seed. Error, duplicate signal. Right, so it is instantly teleporting over there, but we already knew that. Question is, what can we learn from that? That's kind of cool. Oh, hang on. There was a tree or something over there. I reckon a dead anglefish. I have something resembling a great idea. We make our way towards this thing. Provided it stops moving. It did stop moving. Right, I want to get to this thing. So I shouldn't bring it back. We should just go straight for it. What? Okay. Game couldn't handle my bright idea there and decided just to break me. That was dangerously crunchy. How did we die that time? I don't know. The way I parked my ship, it kept shaking, so I guess it didn't like the shakes and decided to kill me for it. Can I remember where that crater was? No, I cannot. So let's just take a stab in a direction. Looking promising. Wait, what is that? Have I even been here before? I know you, though. You're that shard thing that keeps moving when you don't look at it. Anything else to be said for here? Ooh, another pit to fall down. I'm a little tempted, I must say. Ooh. The ship really wants to kill me today. Where was that geyser? Was that one right? Let's give it a... What is going on with my ship? It's on a rampage to kill me. Alright, what do we have down here? More water, that's for sure, but I'm looking for my Outer Wild adventuring friend who may be down below us. Whoa, I'm about to be down below at this rate. Let's get ourselves healed up. Alright, I'm coming. Perhaps more than I want to. Alright, where are you at? I have a feeling I'm just going to be going around on this horrible underwater tour again. Yeah, I'm just back here, and without my ship. Alright, well, let's blast off and get back to the ship. Put you back into it, geyser. Okay, now to do what we were actually wanting to do. We're gonna send out that little scouting thing and then follow it, because it looked like a safe place. Now where was that crater? You look crater-like? No, it's just home. The aft hull and upper hull, both kablooey. Okay, we'll fix it up. Momentarily. What did it say? The after hull. Ah, this is probably the harmonica we've been hearing and following for no good reason. That almost makes some sense. There's the anglefish. Looks like a dead anglefish. You know, what with it being penetrated and all. And there we go. Great. Still need to fix something here. There we go. Good as new. Now let's get over to Dark Bramble and try not to get eaten. What did I discover about a Quantum Grove? Probably not important. Let's go. Just maybe steer around the sun a little bit and then go. No, no, and more no. I don't trust this one bit. Too close to the sun. What the heck is that thing orbiting the sun? I'm not sure I'll get a chance to check it, but there we go. Clear the sun first. Just after Mint saying his survival rate's improving. It is improving. Okay. Duplicate signal over here. Maybe it didn't teleport, maybe they just created a double of it. Okay, this could be dangerous. Oh, well, we Ooh, right, it's bigger on the inside. That must be it. Nope, can't catch me, sunshine. I'm on a rampage, and I came to get down. There we go. Wait, what? Oh, dear oh me. Dearie, dearie me. Which one is which? I don't know, but perhaps it would be prudent to fix up my ship first. Although I can't really see what's damaged. Are you damaged? Okay, Ittle Black Bottle. What could it all mean? Hey, that looks good. I'll go with you. Because this one looks nice and dead. Hang on, that's the one that I stuck into the planty thing. But still there are trees. Well, if there's no gravity here, I don't see a reason not to just hold up. And out I trot. Ah, you're alive. Feldspar. Where'd you come from? No one's come here in, well, ever, actually. That makes you the second Hearthian to ever reach Dark Bramble. After me, of course. Say it's you. They made you an astronaut and you haven't blown yourself up. Good for you. Well, I thought you were dead. Killed off by thorny extra-dimensional plants that entirely violate the laws of space and time, and a couple of giant predatory fish with gaping maws and enormously huge sharp fangs. Not in this lifetime, little buddy. Is that meant to be funny? You're tiny. Set up camp when my ship got stuck. Been living off the land ever since. Good story. Just finished exploring the core and needed a new challenge. None of us had ever been inside, so I thought, hey, let's give it a try. I've been cruising around, dodging the odd massive interdimensional vine bristling with thorns, ran into a huge anglefish. Pull a few stunts, shake it off, nothing fancy, and crash blammo. It's either move fast or die unpleasantly, so I have to put a little distance between me and my poor fried ship. What have I found? The dark bramble seeds on timber hearth. Bad business. Shart will tell you if you so much as glance in dark bramble's direction. Used to be a fifth planet where bramble is now. The infernal plant appeared at the center, kept growing and growing until it shattered the planet, scattered its pieces across. Get it sorted. And we've overcome far too much to be done in by some worthless seed. He's not telling us anything we don't already know here. You're a little young to understand, but it's a lot of pressure being the best that ever was. It's been nice to have a break. I know what you mean, Feldspar. Let's have ourselves a lovely marshy mallow. Ah, okay, so you set down a little gravity well. Good job. Whoa, and then off I take. Okay, but there's a decent question here of, what do I do here? Oh, no, that's my ship. Oh, that's right, I do want to know how to get into a giant deep's core. Since you're asking, gotta assume you haven't made it down there yourself. If I tell you how, feels kinda like cheating. On a completely unrelated note, that sure was a big hollow vine my ship crashed into. If I were you, I'd go take a walk and see where it ends. You'll want to go to the tail end of this anglefish skeleton here and look for a flickering light in the fog. Be my old ship. Path starts there. Maybe I want to know that. Alright, what did he just tell me to do? He said follow the vine, but which vine? There are a number of vines. He said the big thick vine, but they all look big and thick. Well, let's try this one. Ah, well, that was easy. There's his banged up ship, I assume. Couldn't hurt to fix up my own ship while I'm at it. What's fizzling? Oh, it's his ship that's fizzling. Whatcha bugger? Well then. Guess they didn't make these suits shockproof. Don't go anywhere, my ship. Is there something I can learn from this one? Other than don't get too close or it zaps you? Well, zaps me down towards something. That wasn't terribly useful now, was it? But he did say a path starts there, so let's head down into that thing. Perhaps we can follow it through somewhere. Hopefully my ship can fit down there, though. Oh, well, I guess that's why it shocks. Is that something I can even repair? Okay, but the implication there then is that I cannot take my ship where this leads. Wait, snap, that cast me off course. Now I don't know where I was. It's alright though, not knowing where I am or where I was. It's just a natural order for me. With that said, where in God's name am I now? I should definitely be using my scout thing more. Those signals seem very useful. Oh man, I'm feeling a bit of the Majora's Mask time pressure here. If I don't get my rear in gear, the sun's going to envelop everything, probably including this place. But which vine was it? There are a lot of vines. Whoa, that's not good now, is it? There you are. Swell. Now let's try and match your velocity, which is nothing. Great. Well, maybe it's nothing. Doesn't matter. As long as we're all moving in the same direction at the same speed. I wonder if you can run out of fuel in this thing, though. Doesn't seem like a long enough game to worry about that. Now, we go in without getting kerzapped, and then follow this vine. In which direction, though? Well, the only one we can. What is this then? Oh, that reminds me, Laika. I think we're going to play some Left 4 Dead this evening if you care to join. I think Tandy can be there the whole time. Right, we've seen something like you before. What do we have? Entry announced, say not one, crashes 3. Never thought I'd see one of these beasties before. Giant's Deep, awfully useful back there. Maybe a jellyfish. Thing tastes terrible. Rubbery, tough, insulates. I'm going inside this jellyfish's interior cavity to see if what's in there tastes any better. You do you, man. Where even am I? Well, given that that thing is 12 kilometers away. Note to Feldspar, do not eat this. Even if you are dying, it would be too sad if this were the last thing you ever ate in your life. These jellyfish are only useful for insulation from electricity. Again, do not eat. Love, Feldspar. I'm liking this Feldspar guy. Well, let's not fall off the edge. Probably be the end of us. Then again, how can one resist the temptation to fall down? What's down there? Looks like more vines and such. Where are you gonna take yourself to? I don't know, but I know that I don't like it. I think we found out what we need to find, so we want to get inside one of these, but when we saw one, it looked pretty much crystallized. Oh, well, I wonder if it insulates against this. Because I think something big and bad is coming. Oh, I wonder if that means my duplicate signals are going to be snuffed out by the big explosion. Oh dear. Oh yeah! Maybe Feldspar's been living with a loop all along, and that's how he's managed to make so many great tales. What a trip. Okay, we found out quite a lot, but I think we're going to call it there for now. What do we know now? Sun's exploding because it's getting that strange destructive material forced into it. There's some kind of pod that's being shot out there, the probe, which I can't keep up with, but it's getting out of here. And there might be a way into the center of that giant gas planet if I enter some kind of jellyfish thing. Those are some of the leads we have right now, and we're going to act on them on the next session list, but that won't be for now. I'm going to clear off for the evening, so cheers for joining, and until the next stream, cheerio.